afternoon everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called the Flower Patch. And at the Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from wreaths, door swags, things for the home, things for your garden, funeral tributes, weddings and much more. Well guys, I'm sorry about yesterday not being able to do a video due through me sorting out my room. Well, it is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I started around 9 o'clock this morning again and sorted out all my foliage. And with the racking system that you saw on the small video yesterday, I have placed under there, my husband has attached it to the wall, and I have sorted out my greenery and also rearranged the buckets again because the tall items at the back were touching the racks, so I had to move those down to one end and some here and bring them forward and put smaller things up at the back, and I'm going to show you before we start. So overall guys, I have finally completed my task. I am shattered from doing it. My husband can't believe how much stuff I've actually got. I can't believe how much stuff I've actually got, but yet I've reordered. I sat down last night after I went to the choir and I came back and I've ordered some yellow roses, some purple roses, some more white roses, taller stems, because I just need them. I need to fill up my buckets so they look chock-a-block basically, so they look full to the brim, because as you walk in they don't look like there's many there, and I like to see it full. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the foliage and everything that I have finally sorted out, and the small stemmed foliage that was dropping down to the bottom of the buckets I have placed on the racking system. So bear with me one moment guys while I take the camera off of the stand and show you. I hope you're ready for this guys. And I promised I was going to do a video, so I'm sticking with my promise. Right, let me just move this stand out of the way if I can. Bear with me guys. So there we have it. There's the racking system under there. So I have 3 rows now of foliage. My husband just can't believe it. And it goes to the end. I've got a space for one more, and I've got one more rack left. I could, square that I can place in on the end there. I've been sat here wondering what I can go through, and I've come up with that one there with the orange oak leaves and things like that. I'm going to go through that one and put the smaller stems in on the bottom there. But I'm going to do that perhaps Sunday, because tomorrow it's my youngest son's birthday, Jordan's birthday, but I'm also at the choir practice for a study day. So there's all my floral on the long stems. Again, let me just see if I can just come around here so I'm not in the way of the light. So there's all my floral on the long stems. As I go along, again the buckets, there's 3 rows. The buckets around here, especially where the white roses are and the yellow, they look bare to me. I like to see my buckets like that. And that's what I'm aiming for. So again, like, all of that is sorted now for the smaller stems, so I can actually see what I have got. So I'm happy about that. So by standing back a little bit, I think you can get it in virtually. There is all the foliage on top, the floral on the bottom, and as we go around, Oh gosh, the floral in the racking system here as well. So when I was just about to prepare for the video, I didn't want to touch anything now. Now I've got everything in place. But again, now I can see from what I've got without anything sinking to the bottom. So I've been exceptionally busy, guys. So hence the reason I've not had time to be able to do a video yesterday. So I'm going to place this back in if it stays in, and let's get it sat back where it is. So we're going to do a lantern today. I'm just going to, that's it, make sure the cable doesn't go, so we're on the wonk again. And I'm going to sit down. I've been stood up for the last 2 days, so I'm going to sit down today. So there you have it, guys. So now I feel too enclosed now. Just can't be happy, can I? So I've taken the rack off of that, and I'm not going to put it on there. It just didn't look right, but I'm glad I placed it there. I've got, like I say, one more square, and I am going to attach it there because it looks odd there, because I've got one space there where the rack didn't go, and yet there's 2 spaces on there, so I need to balance it out. Hence the reason I can't help myself. So right, today I'm going to do just something small, with it being now 3:15 nearly, and I've got things, you know, I need to be in the house and start preparing. I'm hungry. So I've nothing to eat all day. I've taken Benji out, so we may do a bow. If we do a bow, I've only chosen 2 ribbons, because we're doing oranges and just the odd white in veronica. And I thought with the orange, it looks wonderful against black. I want to bring that vibrancy up after I've done all of this, something to lift me up with a bright colour. And then I just have the plain burnt orange ribbon as well, and we're going to use that if so. If I do a bow, it may just be two or a few loops, I'm not sure how many, but just with a tail end hanging down. I'm not sure yet, but I know for definite if I do, that's something that I'd like to do. So let's get our wreath wrap. First of all, I need to see how tall, how big I want this. Because what I want to do is bring some of it down here and some of it obviously above and maybe at the back. So who knows, I'm going to play it as I go along. So I'm just going to cut it slightly shorter. Not much. So in total, guys, I had 4 rubbish bags full, 4 big rubbish bags full of rubbish that I've got rid of or cut down or found that I no longer use, and I thought, you know, let's just get rid of that. It's been there for years. I don't use it. I've asked about, but nobody else needs it, so that's what I've done. Every now and again, I think you need to have a big clean up, but I just needed more space. And like my husband said, he didn't realise how much I've actually got. So right, I'm going to wrap the wreath wrap around, and I'm going to place in some floral pins. I'm just going to place one in there, so now I can start to go over in a diagonal position. I've left it so it's overhanging on the ends, I like to do that, you know, you don't have to, but I do like to do that. So then when it comes to going the opposite direction, I can then just tuck in those corners, and knowing if it's an outside arrangement, it's not going to get water in from the rain. I think my cat's at the door, as you see, like this, and then I can tuck them over like you would if you was wrapping a present as I'm going over. So I will go this way, but on this side I am sticking right to the actual edge. I'm not having any overhang at all, because we've covered that bit there. And as we come to this side, we will do the same. Tuck it in, fold it over like a present, and go over. Just give it a little pull so it's secure. And if you're a bit wary and you think it may slip, then just get another pin to hold it in place. Oops. So it stays there, so you can go around again. So let me just place that one over as we come along to this side. And I'm going to stop there. And then I'm going to place 2 pins in. Some people do place sellotape on it to hold it down. I don't do that because I find that sellotape does tend to wear, and the stickiness wears off and peels off. So, and then it all comes apart. So I don't tend to do that. So I just want to sit this on top. So what I'm going to do, I've got some cable ties, and with it having a hole here, I'm going to cable tie it through there. I may need 2, so I'm going to place 2 together. Oh, I've got some new clippers, guys. My other ones, they wasn't doing the job, and they was getting a bit stiff. I have treated them, but I needed another pair while they was being treated. So let me just, oopsie daisy, get this, pull it quite tight. And do it again. These are quite heavy. I told my son to go and get me some from his shop where he works, because he gets a discount, and he works in a hardware store. Things that electricians, plumbers and people like that come and buy things for their work when they're doing a job for a customer. So, and he gets a discount. Why not? They are the same brand as what my oh, what do you call these guys? My brain has just gone. The bent nose pliers, they are the same, which is Irwin. I've had these years, absolute years, and they've never faltered. So when I saw that they did them in the cutters, hence the reason I told my son to go and get me some of these. So if they last me, let's see if the others do. Right, so now we have that there. I've left the handle down here. I don't want it, I've left it at the back. I don't want it at the front on show. So now we've done that, we will go through what we are going to use. Right, I've cut bits down, and then I just thought, look, it's getting a bit on, later on in the day. Let's get it, just get on with it. So I've cut down 3 pieces of fiddlehead fern, which I want for the movement, 1 around the top, 2 in either corner, I think, for that movement. I love that. I need to order some more of that. Now I can see what I've got. I need more. I won't tell my husband. I've cut a few down of the stems, and I've cut these really quite short because I don't want these going right down, so I have chopped these short. The Himalayan Maidenhair fern that we're going to use. It's not the rubbery texture that I tend to use, but these are all I've got of the other one left, so I thought, let's get these used before I start on my favourite ones. So that is those. I've cut quite a few for some reason. I have taken out some bay leaves. I haven't cut these down because I'm not sure if I want some at a longer height as well as use them as perhaps a filler foliage. And I love these, the texture, and they're a bit waxed, and I separate them off the main stem because you get about 3 of these clumps on one stem. Well, I separate them so they go further. So I've got that. I've just had a delivery of this. Some more of the flocked fern, the foxtail, and I've just brought the oddments out that I've got, so I don't use the new ones. So I'm going to pick out some of these from here. I've got my eucalyptus. I've got the odd bits, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 left of those. I may have those hanging down with them being long. They're like a grey, dark grey, flocks. They're quite dusty, powdery. And then I've also got the eucalyptus where there's several little stems off of the main stem. Now I've got some of this, guys. I've only bought 2 stems of this, and it arrived today. The vine. I want to try it before I decide to order a lot. So I've got this. It's different to the vine that I had before. So I want to see what this is like. If I like it, I'm going to, again, like I say, order some more. And I'd like to use that in different areas for the length, the height, the wispiness, the movement, and to add a bit of interest as well. So for our floral, I've got our veronica. This is also got, its leaves are flocked, and I love veronica. I absolutely do. When I did real flowers, I used veronica a lot. It really does give off a wonderful effect, especially in bouquets or really in any arrangement. It is a wonderful, wonderful shaped flower. So I've got that. And I've got orange today, guys. Orange. Now I can see everything. I've got orange, red, pink, yellow, purple and white of these. And I finally found blue. And I finally found it, but when I went on to order, they'd not got enough in stock that I wanted, and I wasn't just going to order 2 bunches. I wanted to order at least about 10. So I'm going to wait till they got more in, and then I'm going to order the blue. So, but today, orange with a hint of the yellow in it also. So I can't wait to use that one. And then I've just taken out some small roses with a bit of yellow in, like the lilies. You know, just a couple where they've got buds, and the rest are just slightly bigger heads, but they are only small roses. And then I've got these. I can't remember what these are called. I've seen them again, but I can't remember the name. But when I see them again, guys, I will try and remember. But I placed these again. These was also on a big stem with several of the flowers coming off of it, but I took them all off and placed them on picks. I mean, I've got more. I've just pulled a few out of the bunch, out of there. It saves me bringing everything. So that is all we're going to use today. So let me place those over there. And I'm wanting to start with this, our lovely vine. It does look nice, and it's not, you know, glossy. It is like a matte finish. So I've got customers who don't like foliage that looks shiny and glossy. They prefer the natural look, you know, matte look and things like that. So I thought I'd try this. Oh, these are really sharp. So let's get, I'm going to just get a couple out at the moment. Let me just see if my cat's behind that door, guys, because I can hear her scratching. No, he's not there. So let's place those there out of the way. I don't need those. Let's give ourselves some space. So I'm going to place a smaller one around the top, around the back, because I do want to also, you know, because it's going to be, I'm going to take the candle out. It's going to be a 360 degrees arrangement, I think. Oops. So we're going to do that. And what I'm going to do again with this is just lean it, but I bend it over, but I don't want to bend it so it's a sharp bend like an L shape. I want to just manipulate it in a soft bend so it doesn't look too, you know, too obvious that you've bent. And these are push-ups, these leaves as well. Let's see what they're like. Oh, look. That's good. But I prefer vine so I can see it where it's quite wispy. So we'll cut one like that. And I'm going to go up. Like so. Oh, it does feel nice actually making something after doing all that tidying. And that's that one. If you feel that you know, like this may be too long, you know, then, or if you think it's too long up there, which I do a little bit, then just chop it in half. Let's just see where I can chop it. And what I'm going to do, because that will be able to come off, I'm going to get my pliers that bend over, you know, bent nose pliers, and I'm going to get the central point, if you can see. Oops, a daisy. That's top part, and I'm going to bend it over in a U bend, so this leaf here will not come off. And then I'm going to squeeze it, the U-bend together tight. So now it doesn't come off. I'm going to place one here. Again, just give it a little bit of a tiny bend on this one because it's only small. I'm going to use one at the back down here. I'm going to use all of this stem. And I'm just wiping off some of the glue. Oh, I don't know why I put that back because I'm going to need it again. Let's have a look. We'll cut it here. I'm going to do the same, bend it over and squeeze it together at the top. I'm going to bring one. I'm going to bring this one in the centre, or near on as the centre, and just manipulate it and give it a few little bends so it's not just one straight stem. And then I'm going to bring this one down here. Like so. Now I'm going to get my fern. Again, I've left the odd one with slightly longer than some of the others, just so I can use that for the height. And I want one where it's got a smaller stem. Again, bring that down here with this. I'm looking forward to the choir practice, guys, because people bring in cakes, that homemade cakes, and I can't bake, but oh my good gracious me, it is great. So at half time, when we all have a break, it's after an hour and a half of singing, because it's a 3-hour study day, we all have a cup of tea, biscuits and cake. So Sandra will know about that, because she has that when she does her flower lessons or courses. Oh, one hasn't got a stem on it. I'll cut that one a little bit shorter. Let's just see, I don't want to use too many of these. I'm going to bend that one slightly over. If you don't want to put a large candle in, put something like a tea light or something. You can get candles that are battery operated instead of real ones. As I'm sure you all know. So I want some of the fern all at different lengths. Hence the reason I've chopped at different length stems. Let's see if we need another one up here. Yeah. So I'm going to place another one up here, just coming off to the side, like so. I can see a glue string. And we'll place one here. A bit higher up. Do I need one here? Do I need one there, guys? Yes, let's get one there. Right at the top in the corner. Just wipe that excess glue off, because if you leave it to just go hard and not wipe it, then when it comes to placing something very close by, near, you know, near where the glue's dried, you won't get it in. So that is our fern now in. Now I've only cut 3 of these. Again, didn't want to overload it with these, because these are quite busy, so to speak. Beautiful but busy. And I'm going to bring one down here. Right at the front. Again, just wipe off that glue. And then just manipulate it to how you'd like it to sit. I want that lifted up a little bit, like so. Now I want to basically try and just put a little bit of a bend in this stem, not too much, because I want to place that here, right in the center. So I'm going to do that there. Just get that glue at the back. Oh, did you see it? So it gives that little swirl, as they call the fiddlehead. And then I want one down this back corner. So let me cut this stem a little bit shorter. There we have that. Like so. So you'll see that one just slightly coming out at the back. So you've got one at the, basically at the back and the front where you'll see the swirls, and one up above. My chair's just got its own mind. I hope you can see, guys. Let me check, because I don't want to be doing this and then you can't see. I get a complex. I think that's okay. Yeah. Oh, you know, sorting everything out. I've got small round buckets that are what professional florists use in their shops and that, what I used to use, which I purchased myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've saved 7. 7 by having the racking system. I seem proud of myself. Right, so let's have a look at these different length stems. I've placed some, you see, on their own stem. They do come on bunches where you can get, they're usually like so on a bunch, and then you may get one down here as well. They usually come like that. but I take them off, some of them, and then I place them on a single stem just for that movement, because I don't always want them as a 3, 2 or a great big stem. I actually quite liked that one, so we'll place that one in, and I'm going to go into diagonal position so that sticks out. Here's another one. Let's have a look from here. I should have got my lazy Susan out. She's had a rest for the few days. I'm going to place one at the top, or do I place the one with, no, because it covers the fiddlehead fern. So I'm just going to have the one at the top, behind the fern. Like so. So do I place one? Yeah, I'm going to place one down in the corner. I always like to place things in the corners, you know, to give that movement, wispy things, just for that movement. Because things don't always grow up. They do hang down as they grow before they decide to turn and then go upwards. I'm going to place, do I place one with 2? Yeah. We'll have one with 2 on. We'll place that at the back. I don't think I need much more of these. I'll place a single one. I've got a smaller single one. No. Oh, yeah. I'll place one right in the centre here. Just again, wipe that glue off. Like so. So I'm not going to use any more of those. So let's just fasten those back. Oh my good gracious, I always drop something. Always drop something. Oh, I hope you're having all something nice for your evening meal today. I'm having a salad. A nice big salad. Perhaps a prawn salad. That's what I fancy. I don't know why. I just fancy a prawn salad. Let me just see with a bow, guys. I'm just not going to make a bow. I'm just going to place in. Let me move out the way. The colour, because I think it may help. I could just do a tail end without the loops. Let's just see. I'm just going to do a oh, I don't know. Let me get a bow made. Let me get a bow made. Oh, I just cannot help myself. I could do it by hand. Scissors. Oh. Oh, I can't help myself. I am terrible. Let me dovetail. Let me dovetail this one also. Do I start with the one and then do the one at the back? How long? Oh guys, I am awful. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to do a 4-inch loop, pinch in the centre, just get that ribbon down there. Do another 4-inch, gather it in between your thumb and finger. Just check that they're both the same size. Do that, and if your fingers meet at the top, you know both your loops are matching. So I don't want any more than that. And I'll place this one. Is that long enough? I don't think that's long. Oh, I don't. That's not long enough. Oh, that's not long enough. Let's see if I've got enough here to make it longer. I want it. No. Never mind. Never mind, guys. So, let's start again. So I dovetail it, and that's just by folding it in half, and the folded piece in the center where there, not the bit there where it opens, cut to a diagonal position to the end or the far corner where it opens, and then once you've done that, you will have your beautiful, you'll see it better on there, dovetail. So if I'm going to place it up there, I'm going to need a tail end about there. I may cut it, who knows. Again, gather it in the centre with your thumb and finger, twist, go under, oh, let me measure, 8-inch, go, twist, gather it in between, just measure, yeah, they're the same. I'm not twisting it because I just want it to hang. And cut it around there, and I'll do the same with this by measuring, so it's about here. I may end up cutting them, guys, but that's okay. At least I know then I've got enough tail ends. So I'm going to 8-inch on my mat, folding it under, bringing it in between my thumb and finger. Don't hold too tight, because that will start to, if you're holding it thinking, oh, I'll hold it tight because it may come apart. It only goes down your hand there, it won't come out. So twist, again, measure 8-inch on your mat, which is there, gather, go under, gather in between your fingers, again, just measure, and there they are. And again, I'm not twisting it because I've no need. So then I'll get my cable tie, and I'll go through my thumb and finger and hold it. Just give it a little pull, and the one with the stripes is the bottom, you know, on the bottom, with it being the thicker one. Like so. So I want to basically just get my tail ends and bring them down, because I do want them down, facing downwards. So you've got that. So I want to just see. Oh, I've got to. Right, now I'm going to pull tight. And I'm only going to pull tight because I am going to put a floral wire through, but I've been doing a few practices as well with the bows. Even when I pull it tight, I can still get my floral wire through. So I just push that down where the cable tie is. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, I say that now and I won't be able to do it. I've got very slippy hands. Oh my goodness. I've made myself a liar. Oh my gosh. Let's try the opposite side. There it's going, I can feel it. My hands are so slippy. Oh. Where's that? Oh my gosh, guys, I've made myself to be out like I'm not telling the truth. Right, in that case, I will bring my floral wire around, because I don't want to hang on and, you know, you sit there. So I bring it round like you would if you're using a wire. Twist the bow. So it's like that, and I've got it there like that. So I've noticed that, you know, sometimes when I use a cable tie, I don't like to see it in the center. I don't like to see the cable tie at all, so I like to place in a bit of ribbon. I wonder if I could just place in just a plain colour, black or something, and give it that extra instead of, yeah, I'm just going to get a bit of black ribbon, guys. Oh my goodness, I nearly dropped everything. Oh my gosh. It's plain black. And then let me get these out of the way. Some people use the same coloured ribbon to tie it in the centre. I'm just going to use a black to cover our mechanics. And I'm going to cut just about that much off. I'm going to fold it in half, like so, all the way down. I won't need all of this, but again, I'm one of these, I'd rather have more than I need than not. And I'm going to go through the center like that. And once I've gone through the center, I will go to the back and tie a knot. And this will cover our mechanics. I'll do a double knot, pull tight, and then snip off, leaving a little bit so it doesn't, you know, undo itself, like so. Now fluff it up. So I've covered the centre, as you can see, and then we'll just now fluff out our loops back up. And bring that down. Let's see. Let me dovetail. So now I've done that, with my floral wire, I'm going to put a bit of glue on it and I'm going to place it in there. So let's do that. Let me just cut that down a little bit. I don't want it to be too much. I'm going to do it just above here. Like so. Again, I'm going to fluff up our loops. Bring down our tail ends. Let's see how long. Right, that one's too long, so we'll cut that one a little shorter than the others, and maybe that too. So it's not dragging along the floor. Just take a teeny bit off of this one. So just make sure that's sitting correctly. Place that under there, like so. See, now you can't really see the front of where the candle would go, so let's see if I can just bend it off to one side. Like that. Doesn't that colour look wonderful against the black? So I think I did the right thing adding a bow. What a bright colour. Right, let's carry on. Right, let's get in some of our other foliage. I'm going to place in this long single stem eucalyptus and place that in and have that also coming down, you know, to try and keep in with the length of the actual bow. These do come just like this. They don't come as a bunch. And I'm going to place one at the back also. Let's get one down here and just lean it over. Like that. So then I'm going to use some of the smaller ones. And I'm going to manipulate those stems so they've got a little curve on them. And I'm going to bring some of those out from the sides. So you'll see it like this. Bring it in a bit. Let me cut a few off. And again, I'm just manipulating them. One at the front. I'm going to save that one because it's quite a long stem. I'm not saving it to like for another day. I'm going to save it because I want it somewhere higher up so it can be seen. I keep hearing a noise. It's that time for Marley for his tea. Oh gosh, guys, last night my youngest son Jordan I came back from the choir and Marley was in the living room. He was crying, he was hanging around me, and I then just walked in. So Jordan decided, you know, oh come here, you know, what do you want, what are you crying for? Bent down towards the floor to stroke him. Marley didn't like it. So Marley jumped up and went for him. I sat there and cracked out laughing. I know I shouldn't, but I says to him, well, that's what happens when, you know, he doesn't want you, he wants to be around me. Because Jordan was going to take him upstairs and let him go in his bedroom. He doesn't usually, but he was going to allow it. And then when he did that, he says, all right, you're not coming now. Oh guys, it was how Marley did it was really funny. Let me just bring that out a little. So that's what we have with that. I'll hang on with these at the moment. I'm going to place in a few of our bay leaves before we get any further. Again, just for that filler. I have got some tea leaf, I could have used that as well. I can hear something. It will be here soon, I know. Because that's Marley all over. Let's just place a few at the back as well to cover the back. I do sometimes also like to, if I can see, or as I know that what I'm achieving, I do like to get the filler in as well. Sometimes I leave it till the end, but you know, I do like to place it in quite soon. Concerning the wreaths and that, I do leave it majority of the time at the end. But things like this, I'm going to get some tea leaf, guys. But I do like to keep it till the end. On wreaths anyway. Now this I can cut into little pieces. It's dead easy, you know. Now I can see what I've got. Straight to it. Now I can cut. This is a rubbery texture. This is lovely. And it does go far. So I cut this in little pieces, and again it adds a lovely little texture. Look at that. And it's rubber. It's a rubbery texture. It feels wonderful. And this will add a bit of interest and, you know, a different variety of greenery. Look at that there. Doesn't it look pretty? And again, like I say, you can cut it into, you can get 3 pieces out of it, maybe 4. You know, if you're just cutting them down for filler. It's a good little thing for filler. And the contrast of it against the other size, you know, the leaves with them being bigger, does look really, really pretty. Let's get one near the bow. I may place one in the bow actually. So I'll do one like that. Let's see how many I can get. 1, 2, 4. You could get 4 pieces, guys, for your filler. So that's good. It's a good little thing, and I may order a bit more of this because I am running low. There's that there, and I'm going to bring some here where I've placed the bay leaves on this side as well, just to incorporate that. Let's get some up here. There's one there as well. And one in here. Look how that fills that up. Doesn't that look wonderful how it just quickly fills it up? I'm going to keep that out along with the last 3 pieces of bay leaf. I may need those as well. I don't want the eucalyptus, so we'll place that there. Now, I've been looking forward to using these. So, 1, 2, 3, I may use 5, 4, you get 7 on a bunch. So I'm going to place one where it's up high. I've got some more hanging baskets to do, guys. I've got 4 hanging baskets and a wreath, all for one person. They want the wreath to match in with the hanging baskets, because the hanging baskets are going to be going on the front of the house, and so with the wreath going on the front, they want it all to be the same. I'm going to place one around here as well, coming out from the back. We'll do that with this. This one's a bit bent, so let's see if I can rub it into place. Sometimes with the warmth of your thumb, you know, your hand, just by stroking it, it sometimes helps, because this is plastic, so sometimes it does help by doing that. There we go. It all depends, you know, on how tough it can be. Sometimes I've done it and it doesn't do it. I'm going to go here. Sometimes I do the lanterns where they go over and then come down, but I wanted to do a lantern where it's the arrangement is all on the top, you know, just to make a change. Let's bring one hanging over here, because I have done a lot of lanterns again where they start from one end and lean over to the top. I thought, let's do something different. I'm going to lean that slightly over, like so. So you've got that like that. Isn't this orange lovely? Right, let's have a look. We've got some at the back. Got one in the centre, one there, right down at the front. I like to, you know, move the colour around so you get it from all directions. So like that. Isn't that wonderful? How joyous and bright. Now, veronica. I'm going to place that in later. Let's get our roses in. Now I've got, I don't know how many I brought out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's good. Let's cut. And these have got like I say, the yellow, and these are silk. Look at the colour of those guys. Aren't they lovely? Absolutely lovely. I'm wondering if I steam these, if they'll just loosen a bit, because I can see a few petals bent over. Shall we give it a go, guys? I hope I've got some water in my steamer. Not much. Let's just switch that off. I may not have enough water in. Sorry if I'm messing about today. I'm not very prepared. Right, you'll see that steam come out, and you just fill it with water and press it on. That's all there is to it. There we go. And this loosens the petals, because sometimes in transit they are flat. Oh yeah, wonderful. Super. Oh, it's like magic. To say I used to do it with an iron. Let's get that one. And you just wave it side to side, or until you're happy. I can still see a little bit that's bent over there. There we go. I don't need to do the rest. Look at those now. Magic. Right. And all I did was get that off Amazon. In English money, it was £15.99. So say £16 to round it off. And it's the best thing I ever got. Right, we're going to place in a nice rose coming down the front also. Lean that down. Like that. I'd like one in the centre. So we're going to place it just in front of the fiddlehead fern. If I can get it down, that's it. And I'm going to slightly lean the head forward. Not too much, just enough to see it. I'm going to bring one around the back. Again, I like to see colour and floral around the back. Let's get a bud. Some of these are on rubber stem. So I'm just cutting some of the rubber off. And I want to place one under here. Have that leaning a bit lower, as you can see, just like that. Let's have a look. Oops, I've dropped. Where's that come from? I'm going to bring that one out here. If you can hear a dog barking, guys, It's Maisie. It's my neighbour over the road. It's her dog who I go walking with Benji. We went walking today and there was a bee and right in front of Maisie, and Maisie was trying to run after it and eat it. She's such a character. So I want one down, a small board. I want to bring a board here where the bow is. So which one's the smaller? Yeah, I'm going to use a small board and bring it near where the bow is. So we'll place that just behind the bow, like so. I'm just going to bend that over. And then I'm going to stand one slightly upright at the back as well. So there's one taller at the back. I'm just going to get that glue. Doesn't that look pretty? Right, let's get these. Now these are more like a not terracotta, sorry, burnt orange come mustardy colour, sort of, in the centre. But I thought with us having a bit of yellow in the roses and also on the tips of the calla lilies, you know, a different shade but would look beautiful in as well. So I'm going to cut a few down at a certain length and then have a few slightly longer. Just cut those bits off there. So the longer ones, I'm going to place one in here. Again, just slightly lean the head. I'm going to do the same at the back. And again, just slightly leaning the head. Now the short ones, I'm going to have a few coming out from the side. And again, with those, I'm leaning those slightly down. I'll have one, I'll show you in a minute at the back, guys. It'll go right under. And that's how I've placed it at the back. And I'm going to do something similar at the front. I've got all glue attached to me. I'll bring that one smaller so it's near the bow. I think I'm going to have a tall one around the centre here. So I'm not going to cut this one. I'm going to place that in between those. And I'm not going to push it too far down. Let's have a look around. I think we could do with one maybe here and one here. So let's cut these down. So place that there. Again, I'm pushing this one slightly in a little bit more. I'm just bending it over. I'm giving the floral its own space. I'm not making it compact. I'm allowing it to breathe within each of the floral that's in and around it. Let's just take the glue off. So that's how it is on that side. I think I need one. I'm going to bring one long one down just under the bow. So I'm going to go part the bow. I can just hold it so I can push up. I think something's stopping it. Let me pull it out. Just do that again. That's better. I'm going to lift the head slightly. So we've got that one down there at the bottom. I'm not going to place no more of those in. I don't want to overload Veronica. I know I'm going to have to use some more filler foliage. Now these are push-ups as well. So with their own grasses. Right, I'm going to cut that one slightly short, and I want to place that like so. I will show you like that. Doesn't it, with a bit of white, bring it alive? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always talk away to myself. Do you do that, guys? I'm pushing these up because I want to make the most of the foliage that's on it. By having them down, you will hide some of the foliage that's at the bottom. So I like to bring it all, all the way to the top, so I can get, the most out of it. And plus it gives it that wispy look as well. So let's have a look. There's one there. This is at the back, so I'm going to place one. And you can move your grass around if you think it's pointing in the wrong direction. So I'm going to place one there. I'm going to just push that down a little bit. Oh, that's it. And I want one at the front, and I want that leaning over like so. So I'm going to place that in while I can see it facing me. I'm going to cut it. Look at that. Doesn't it look pretty, guys? I do want one slightly higher. Or I think I'd like one. I think it would look nice. So let's have a look at the front. So we've got one. I'm going to bring one out here, but lower than the one I've just placed in. So we've got that. Sticking out from the side slightly. Or we've got the white slightly lower down. Let's have a look. Just up here. Yeah, we need one at the centre, guys. Because of the point of the flower, you know, it's going to look really pretty. Just behind that rose. And bring that like that. And if you feel that some of the grass is too far up, because you don't want that height too far up, just slide some of it back down like so. Look at that. Oh my good gracious me. Now we need filler, because I've got a big gap there and I need filler in there to hide that gap. Let me just sort that out. I'm just sorting this bit out, guys. So, I nearly looked over there for filler. Now, do I use, oh, you see, I know what I can use. Oh my gosh, I can see it all. Let's grab it. Oh, in fact, no, I'm going to use this instead. Our patchouli. Oh my good gracious me, this will look superb. Let's cut one off. Look at that, guys. Isn't that divine? And this is the variegated, and I've got both. I've got just the plain, like a limey green, and then the variegated. I've put them together because that's all I have left. So again, I need to order some more. So I'm gonna chop this, because these are not push-ups. So let me see. If I think I'm having to use too much, then I will. In fact, I can place them on their own pick. Then I will get a bigger leaf. You know, like the salal or like the fittonia, because it's got white in it. That will look nice with the white veins. I am placing these on picks just so I can bend the stem. There's some that will some people may have a steel pick machine. I don't have one. They are expensive. I've looked into them and oh my good gracious me, the cost of them is just way too much. Especially once you've run out of the picks, then you need to replace them. The picks are really expensive. They are over here. I have heard some people in America, what I've watched videos, say that they are expensive. So I'm guessing it's the same all around. So now I'm just filling in with the foliage. And I'm going to go, what I'm doing on this occasion, I can't let that one in. Why is that one not going in? On this occasion, I am swiveling, so to speak, or moving around. There we have it. And I'm just doing it like that. I'm just turning it slightly around, not too much, because I may need to put a couple of pieces in on the same side. Because this is going to be our depth. And I need some at the back. Hence the reason I've placed picks on. So some are slightly taller. Oh. And then that will hide that. Let's get another one. And I need some here. This is why I like things what you can pull off of the stem, so you can place your own pick. Again, if you had a steel pick machine, you could do that, not a problem, and just clamp it on. But at the end of the day, these wire picks that I buy are really cheap, really cheap. I think I can get them for what was it, 500 for £5 and a few pence, and then I can get 1,000 for £9, so that's really cheap. Now if I had a steel pick machine, I would have to buy them again over here. That is what I've looked into. It may have changed, or it may, some companies may be different, but I've looked and you had to buy them in the thousands. They don't do them in the hundreds. And anyway, what would be the point of buying them in the hundreds? You know, you'd need them in the thousands. Now I've got that there. I don't want to place the same, so I'm going to use a bay leaf. If I just place another one. I've got, let's use all these bay leaves. I can see one here. So I'm going to push this one right in. Right, let's just keep turning it around, guys, and checking. Right there. And there we have it. So, hello. See you later. See you later. That's my kids going to their dad's for the weekend because my present husband isn't their father. So they go and visit the dad every weekend without fail, and also their grandma, which is nice. Right, what am I looking for? Oh, they've caught me off track then. So let's get this back in. And make sure we can still see our candle. Get that off. Place that. So guys, that is our project for today, and black and orange look fabulous together, absolutely fabulous, and I think that is beautiful. Again, with just a little pop of white, just to give it that, you know, on the veronicas as well as on the patchouli, and also on your foxtail fern, which is flocked. And I think it's given that little bit of extra touch to it, and with that having the bow instead of in the center, placing it on the, you know, by the corner of it, so you can still see your white candle again. So another pop of white, and with your vibrant orange bow and your vibrant orange calla lilies with a bit of yellow in, and your lovely roses as well against the black. I think what a joy to have. So, and I've not gone too big. I could have gone really out here, but I've tried to keep the shape or the height and the diameter and everything within the size of the lantern, because I didn't want to go too big to make the lantern look like it had disappeared, and I also didn't want to go too small to make it look like the lantern had overtaken the floral because of the size of it. I had to basically balance the size of our floral out with the size of our lantern, and I think I've done quite well, and I'm really chuffed that it's lovely and it's a beautiful colour. I mean, again, you don't have to do it in the orange. Yellow and black is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, guys. I've had yellow and black things before and done yellow, and they stand out really well. I've done it in orange because I thought, you know, I've done a lot of yellows. I've only got one little small love orange up there, which isn't really noticeable, and the rest are usually pinks and things. So I thought, let's do something in orange. So hence the reason we've done it with black, so it stands out. So I hope you all enjoyed the little tour now of my completed workshop. Oh, hallelujah. So I'm really chuffed about that as well. I look at it and think, oh my gosh, Iris, you have got a lot of things. But I do when I look there and I look at the greenery. But then when I look at my buckets here, I need more. I really do. Like I say, when you saw the buckets and I said I like my buckets to look like this full, that's what I want all the buckets of roses to be, really full like that. So, and I have ordered some. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So please subscribe, share and like to your friends, family, to the world, to everybody you know, colleagues, aunts, uncles, whomever, neighbours. I hope you enjoy watching more of my videos, as I love, you know, creating for all of you. You're all wonderful people, and it's a joy and it's my honour, you know, to do something like this for you, and also give you some ideas of colour schemes and what you could use, what type of florals to place with certain things. Even though you've perhaps seen a lantern arrangement before, you know, just give you another idea of other different florals to use than what you've seen before, and also you know, inspire you to make something yourself. So I'll do a small little close-up, guys, and then I will see you on Monday. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I've got some hanging baskets to do, but that will be done on Sunday, as I'm busy tomorrow. So all the best, guys. Again, please subscribe, share and like, and have a wonderful weekend. I love you all. Thank you all for your wonderful messages, and take care, stay safe and good health, and God bless. Love you all. Bye. Oh, let's do a little close-up. Oh, this video has gone on for long, guys. I think it's me showing you the room what's done it. Oh, well, something to watch. So there's your beautiful, here's your fiddlehead fern here. But there's your beautiful little orange, bright orange rose with your gorgeous veronica with its flocked grass, and your bay leaf, and your beautiful bow stands out, and the beautiful orange flower there. And your little calla lilies, look, with a bit of yellow on the tips as well. Your vine that you have here, your Himalayan Maidenhair fern with your flocked foxtail fern again, and also your flocked eucalyptus, your patchouli inside there as well, which is a beautiful colour. And also, if you can see, your little tea leaf here, just there as well, to give it that little filler. So again, guys, I hope you all had a wonderful time watching. And again, thank you for understanding about yesterday with me being so busy doing my big busy room where it's now full and organised to the max. I don't know how long that'll last, but we'll see. So take care, guys. Again, have a wonderful weekend. I love you all, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye for now. Bye.